4, 3, 2, 1. I think all of our levels are up. Say hi, John.
Yo, what's up, YouTube?
Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. So, hello. Today we are going to be breaking down this leaked fight scene between, oh my goodness, between Daredevil and Echo. This was completely leaked from the new TV show coming out in exactly 7 days from Marvel. And it's well, they came out with a really cool trailer, and after looking at this, I have decided that there's no hope. John, what do you think?
Dude, okay, so I watched that fight scene and I was like, all right, it feels like they wanted to do something cool,
Mm-hmm.
but they didn't.
Well, they tried to do a one take, and you and I and a couple other friends have lots of experience trying to shoot fight scenes. One takes are difficult, and they can come
hmm
across as really ugly when you don't have any cuts. These people tried to like take a shortcut to coolness by making it a one take and forgot to make the choreography good. So,
Yeah.
so you ready to break it down? I don't know if you wanna.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Can I
look at this.
control this?
So, yeah, I believe you can. So one thing I should mention, John, you haven't seen the Daredevil TV show. I have seen the
No,
first
there's
season
not.
and the first couple episodes of season two. I love it so far. I've heard basically only good things about it. So, I'm pretty invested in this character. Um, I guess you could say that I'm nervous about his portrayal, but I basically don't consider any of his MCU stuff canon, so it's all right.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Bruh.
Do you wanna start it up or should I?
I think you should do it. It's not really letting me.
Okay. I think you have to hit the play button specifically to. Oh wait.
I
Oh, here
I
we go. Here we
did.
go.
It doesn't like me.
Okay, are you watching this with me? Is it working for you?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna drag it back. So we start in the middle of this thing. They're fighting for some reason. So you can see he's hit her in the face with a metal rod. That's not a great first start because she seems to recover pretty okay from that. What did you think of that? Did you have
I'm
any
gonna
problem
pull
with
up
that?
I'm gonna pull up her wiki and her powers, and so that'll help me judge this a little bit better.
Okay. I know her power set in the comics is much different than it is in this show.
Yeah.
In the
Um.
comics it's basically Taskmaster, but I think that was retcon for this show. Yeah, so we have that
Yeah.
fake punch from down in the left from her first thing. She clearly doesn't make contact. Same
Dude,
with
she is
the face hit.
blocked.
Yeah. Then he blocks that, and then he hits her in the face with that metal rod. She recovers just fine. Knocks her down. Um, she's doing a little somersault, and Daredevil's just standing there. We don't know what he wants, so it's probably fine. He probably doesn't want to kill her. That's I don't know what exactly his
Yeah.
goal is here, but he's standing there. Um, yep. Okay. Can you help me break this down? Because I'm not sure exactly what happened here.
Yeah.
You're
It's a
much
little
more
hard
the.
for me to do it because it's not letting. Yeah. It's not quite letting me
It's a
do
little
this on my
finicky.
end.
Um, but you're massively into Taekwondo. You've won a lot of championships, so you can much more easily.
Yeah.
Basically, if you need
I've
to see
also
something
done.
again, just tell me what to do. So I'll try and follow
Yeah.
instructions.
I've also, for the record, from watching, I've also do a lot of Krav Maga, and I've trained with and been around with people that do fight scenes.
Hmm.
So I'm by no means an expert, but I do kind of have an idea of what it's supposed to look like, and I've seen a lot of people train this stuff. Um,
This ain't it.
yeah, there's something. It's like, okay, I love the idea of doing a one-shot take if you can do it right. A lot of this just really feels off. This part's.
Yeah, let me know if you need me to hit play or go back or whatever.
Is it playing for you when I'm doing it?
No.
Bruh.
Is it playing for you? We're both in the same watch together, right?
Yeah.
Maybe try exiting and then getting back in. Maybe that'd help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try that.
So there's that block there. Yeah, he just hits her right like near the eye. She's just fine. He kicks her back. Okay, so
I
that
mean,
kick was
okay.
pretty clean.
So there's one thing that we gotta here. Pause it real quick. There's one
Yep.
thing that we gotta establish. Really depends on what we're judging this based on because there's shows that I like. So Cobra Kai is an example where, dude, there's fights where they take full on punches to the face and they just keep going.
Mhm.
Now, the only difference is that here Daredevil is a little more superhuman, and he just straight up clocked her with a metal rod. I feel like there should be a bruise, but at least
You'd
I don't
think he'd
know.
take a couple
I'm
seconds at
curious.
least just to recover, right?
Yeah, this feels more like an MCU fight scene. Here, play it.
Which is too bad because their whole premise is that this is supposed to be grounded. Here we go. Yeah, see that? Just gets her right in the cheek, right below the eyeball. Which, like,
Yeah.
if you've ever gotten like smacked with a metal rod
For those
underneath
of
your
you that
eye,
have not gotten punched in the face, you generally have a little bit more of a reaction. Now, that being said, she probably has a lot of experience being punched in the face given her line of work. So there is that to consider. Let's just keep going.
yeah.
We'll just assume that, she's used to getting hit in the face. Well, keep going
Here we
here.
go. So he's
Kick.
so what's that there? What's going on there? We'll
Okay,
go back and rewatch it if you want. So he's
here's
standing
what I'm
there.
feeling here.
Yeah.
Whoever is doing Daredevil right now is pretty good. Whoever is doing Maya is not.
Sure.
Whoever like the stunt double is for Daredevil right now, it really feels like on top of it. Maya just something's off. Play it again.
Yep. So those blocks seem mostly fine, and I don't think he's trying to hurt her.
Oh, definitely not.
That's probably, yeah. It feels a little awkward to me that he just like walks past her,
Yeah.
just like that.
No, he's definitely from this fight. I can tell he's definitely toying with her a little bit, which is fine.
But he also, yeah. Okay, so that what was that hit right there? Do you see what I'm seeing? Sort of.
He's kind of like hitting.
Boom! Right
like,
there. What happened there?
her back? Well, she reacted to that one.
She
To be
reacted to
fair,
what? What happened?
he's hit her like, kind of like back, right here.
Okay.
Like side rib, like.
I don't think he made.
I see. If I were
contact. Watch
him,
that.
I would have hit more like kidney, bro. Because like you hit somebody's kidneys, and that crap actually hurts.
Here, I don't think she got hit. I think it's.
No, she got hit. She put her hand back there.
Really? Because I'm watching the right hand and the left hand. Neither of them
What?
come
Why-
close.
See, she puts her left hand back.
Yeah, I mean, I know
Yeah,
that she's reacting to it, but I don't think I think it's pretty obvious he didn't actually make contact with those.
Well, yeah. Like it's
So
stunt.
that's the kind of thing you need a cut for.
Yeah, it's either that or you gotta make a lot of this more concise. Keep it going.
Okay. Okay, that was weird. That kick right there. Do you feel like he stumbled a little too much? Is that just me? Yeah.
No, sidekicks can be powerful. Okay, this is what bothers me right here.
Okay.
Play this whole thing. She goes to do that.
Oof.
All right.
Oh.
Dude,
Oh
that
man.
crap.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he hits her on her leg, which that this is a thing that I'm noticing in movies where okay, assuming a lot of y'all have watched the first Karate Kid, and towards the end, Johnny grabs Daniel's leg,
Yeah.
and it hurts. Obviously, and now I think we see in like a lot of movies, like they do that and nothing happens. There is no consequence from it.
Hmm.
And it makes me so upset because getting hit there actually can be very damaging. Um, on top of that, she does. I forget what. I don't think it's called a Hawkeye. It's a different sort of kick. Here, roll it back real quick.
Okay. I'm also going to take issue with this kick here because she kicks him in the upper chest. Like, not that hard. He clearly overreacts, takes a bunch of steps back, and then slams himself into that metal railing. So I'm
Yeah,
taking issue with
the
that.
slam, the
Boom.
slam's a little weird.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
he
all
hits
right,
her right
right
there.
here.
That's
Play
pain.
that.
Yeah. Oh, and then what was
I
that
don't
there? What
that
was that?
kick. So that's what I'm taking issue with right now.
She just
That's
held
like,
that for a
why
little bit.
couldn't she just? I get the idea of what they're trying to do there. It's like, oh, she's waiting for like his face to kind of like turn around, so she's gonna stall the kick for a second,
Mm-hmm.
but it just looks weird.
So,
That's the problem. Like I get what they're going for with this,
okay.
but it feels awkward
So you're
the
saying
way they executed it.
that actually makes sense, but it looks bad, sort of thing.
In concept, it makes sense. The way they did it, yeah, he
Okay.
just sits there and yeah. So she's trying to stall and wait for him to like get up. Watch this.
I mean,
She stalls it
yeah.
for a second.
Yeah.
That can be cool. I've seen people do it and it's really awesome. That wasn't it though. I'm not a fan. I keep playing.
Yeah. I like that punch there. And then
Mm-hmm.
that cut right there. She just jumps to the other side of the room. I don't know if you
Yeah.
noticed. So does he. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
ugly. Uh
That's
yeah,
cool. I'm fine with that.
I guess
And
so.
this dude comes
This dude
in.
comes in and she's just watching him there. She decides to make a run for it. This
She
is
goes for
something
the
I had a
gun.
this is a shotgun, right?
Yeah, that's that. What that is a shotgun.
That's a shotgun.
Um, so the stunt that they do here is cool, except that it's a shotgun. Play
Yeah.
it real quick,
And there's no recoil. There is no
bruh.
recoil whatsoever.
So she must have like the worst aim on the face of this planet,
I don't know how you
or like
miss with the
they're.
shotgun at 2 feet away. Like, I
So
don't
I
know
know
how.
movies like to do a thing where people just like miss their bullets, but dude, that was pretty bad. That was like worse than stormtrooper aim.
Yeah, I mean, look at
Can you
how.
roll it back? Is he trying to like kick the gun out of her hand?
No. So look at that. She is probably 2 feet
That's
away
like,
from him with a
dude, the
shotgun,
thing
so it's
is
going
too,
everywhere.
if it was like if it was like a rifle, I would maybe give her a
Sure.
break.
Yeah, I
But that's
agree.
a shotgun.
And there's no recoil, which is another obvious.
That could be a superhuman part of things. I don't know
I.
exactly
Uh,
how all that works, but
I mean,
she
the
goes for
flip
the
is cool.
shotgun.
The flip is
Yeah.
cool. So
I
I
like
think,
some of the stuff
yeah.
here.
So it
So here,
looks like
play it.
she goes for another gun and he kicks the table down, kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
or he kicks the gun away. Okay.
Yeah. Keep going.
Okay.
She keeps going for the guns.
Which is I guess a detail I like.
That was a
Uh,
more. I just want to point out that she actually like um reacted to that punch a lot more realistically
yeah,
than
it
she
makes
did getting
yeah.
smacked in the face with a metal rod.
The first half of this fight is her trying to take him in hand to hand, and I like that once she realizes she can't do that, she just starts going for the guns and kind of forgets the other bit of
Mm-hmm.
it.
Yeah. Ah.
Uh,
Okay, so This
Okay,
is
so
all
what is he?
fine.
What is he doing there? He's just like leaning against the table for a bit. Yeah, look at that.
He goes, okay. So there's rewind it just slightly. I gotta look at really closely here.
Okay, that was it.
Sorry, do it one more time.
Yeah.
He was blocking the gun. Yeah, he kind of
Oh,
like puts his
gross.
elbow on the gun, which is a really weird decision.
It's like he decided to sit down in the middle of the fight, take a punch, and then get back up.
Yeah, keep it going.
Yeah. Yeah, I do
She
like
gets
that
hit.
punch. You're right. Okay, hang on
I
there.
like that roll. I love whoever like came up with that. Awesome job. I love that he goes and he does like a watch this, play it. Dude, he does like he sort of pushes off of it and he does like a backwards dive roll, which is sick.
Yeah, and one thing I'm gonna point out here. All right, punch. That's a good punch. Here we
She
go.
grabs like the
So
thing on the ground.
she swings at him. He turns around. He's got his back to her. She throws a punch, but he's got a bit of echolocation or even just hearing her. So he ducks.
Mhm.
Even though he's facing away right now, he knows that the punch is coming.
Mhm.
So then he does the flip, and I really like that. Yeah, that felt a little weird. She's
Yeah, this
charging
was
at him
one of
with the
those.
knee. Okay,
Nice camera.
I guess.
So how do we go from the end of it is what confuses me.
Yeah.
Keep playing it.
So he grabs her gun or whatever with a string. And does he take that knee across the chin there? Is that what they're going for?
I think no, she misses. Look at
Okay, but
this.
his chin reacts. And then he falls to the ground.
Dude, hold on. Did they actually do what I think they did?
Look at that. Yeah, his chin goes back and then he falls to the ground.
That pained me. But you know why? You know
Uh,
why? Because you paused it. You paused it earlier,
uh-huh.
and she was like mid knee,
Mm-hmm.
and it did not hit her face, and that's why I was like, oh, he missed, or she missed.
It's oh shoot, can I get it? Just there we go. Yeah. It's right on the cheek there.
I
I mean,
can't
it's right
see
in
it,
front of him.
but I'm gonna assume that it's there.
I have it pulled up
Yeah,
on stream. It's probably the easiest way to see it. But do.
hold on.
Yeah. So she charges forward and she's going to use that momentum to knee him. It looks like he goes back. Like she hit him on the what would it be on the left? No, on the right side of his cheek. Although she clearly doesn't hit him. And then he falls to the
Yeah,
ground but then gets back up.
or keep it going.
Springs up kind of like a cat. And she takes a kick that doesn't work. He blocks. Yeah.
That's cool. Get some.
Yeah. What
How
was
do we?
that?
So that's the part
Oh,
that
sorry.
genuinely confuses me at the very end there. This is all fine.
Eh,
She grabs that, throws it on there, and she goes through a wall.
yeah.
Unless that's not her. But I'm pretty sure in the trailer there's a scene of her coming out of that wall.
No, yeah, that's absolutely her. Um. So
Maybe
yeah,
we're just supposed to understand that there's like more fight scene that happened. That's what I'm gonna try to assume, but I don't know.
there are gonna be so many video essayists who compare this to the Daredevil. I think it's season 1 episode. Maybe it's episode 3 or 2. The hallway fight scene,
Okay.
which is very famous.
With this fight, I can see like a lot of what they're trying to do, and I think
Mhm.
it is really cool.
Sure.
I just their execution, like that one, like the stall round kick. Like
Right.
I get the idea there, but it doesn't look good.
Yeah, they needed more cuts. I mean, and lots of cuts. I was listening to someone talking about it this afternoon. Lots of fight scenes now are cut a whole bunch of times, like way too much. You can barely tell what's going on. This is the
Yeah,
other end of the
that does
spectrum.
trigger me. So the thing is, okay, there are directors that have done like fight scenes that are all like one cut and they look really freaking good. Like one of my favorites is in Batman versus Superman. There's that scene in the Nightmare World where Batman's fighting all the parademons and the soldiers, and it's all
Hmm.
one cut. There's even attention to detail with how many bullets he shoots out of his gun before he runs out and stuff like that. And stuff like that's really cool to see.
Right.
Um, mm, yeah.
Yeah, and none of I guess like it's to be expected, but neither of them, especially not Echo, who's really taking a beating. She's getting lots of fists to the face and kicks and everything. And he's got metal things. He hit her in the face. She's not getting tired at all. That's one of the great things in Daredevil season 1. Whenever he fights, he's clearly getting tired. And so
Yeah.
I think they can't remember where else they did this. But basically the more the fight goes on, the more their punches are more just like boom, boom instead of fast paced, and that's much more
Hmm.
realistic. Whereas this, she's taking an absolute beating and she's just tanking it. Like nothing that he does actually affects her. And
And see, that's the
yeah,
thing. I feel like we need a little bit more information on what exactly her powers are, because maybe it is that like her powers make it so she's fine, but that'd be like, I'm gonna have to see that and like get that established first for me to be okay with that.
yeah. This shotgun with no
That's
recoil thing
definitely
really bothers
the
me.
worst thing in the fight.
Yeah.
'Cause she shoots that and just misses.
I mean, I don't know if you'd take issue with how she's holding it too, but like
Mm,
it's it's really weird that there's no recoil.
yeah.
Um And then, I mean, we've seen the shot from the trailer. It looks like she's on top by the time they burst through the wall. So what happened here? She's clearly losing to some extent. Um,
Mm-hmm.
she's struggling a lot.
He's definitely more toying with her.
Oh, uh,
I like the throw there. That cut is so weird.
it's really odd. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, this really, I mean, I've heard leaks about insiders trying to shut down this show even after the trailer. Uh, and
Yeah.
this really brought down my expectations for the show.
Mm-hmm.
Here, you know what? We're gonna pull up the oh shoot. Oh no.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Hang on. I'm
Yo,
sorry.
the
I might have
Anakin
messed up the
Obi-Wan Clone Wars animation that somebody did, that was really, really good.
sorry, we're gonna oh man. I've slightly messed up the stream. Give me a moment. I'm gonna
It's
try
all
and put a
good.
different video and watch together. I'm just trying to figure out exactly how. Do. How do I go out of full screen for this? All right. Here we go. Interesting. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to pull up the trailer for Echo again, and we're going to watch it together
Okay.
with this perspective.
Cool.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Sorry guys, this is going to look really unprofessional, but we're going to pull this up. Echo trailer. Let's see. How long was it? It was a minute 56. Yeah, here we go. All right. Are you in? Do you have it all pulled up?
Yeah, I see it.
All right. I'm going to boost up the quality here. All right.
Maya. I see everything.
Okay. So I obviously really like Kingpin. Great casting. Uh, it's been a while since I've seen Hawkeye, and I didn't watch Hawkeye, or I watched Hawkeye before I saw Daredevil. So I don't really know what to expect from their portrayal. If I had to guess, I would say that they probably botched it up and tried to fix it in reshoots. And so we're gonna probably get a really odd and mixed version of this character. I don't know. Let me know if you have any thoughts on that, because I think you remember him from Hawkeye maybe better than I do.
I do. He was good in Hawkeye until he got shot in the face.
Oh, that's right. That happened.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I think it's a little weird that they're going from the adoption angle. And there's this question too of how canon um the Daredevil
The
TV
Daredevil
show
show.
is to
Yeah,
the
so Kevin Feige said, I think it was either today or yesterday, that all these shows are canon in the multiverse aspect. So that was like, oh, bro,
Are we dealing
that
with these
clears up
characters that
everything.
have the baggage of those 3 seasons? If so, them not bringing Karen and Foggy back is a crime that will, I mean, Kevin Feige should go to jail for that, because not bringing back those characters is a sin.
Thing that you are. I always have.
Uh,
Remember, a lot of people really liked that scene.
yeah, I don't know, man. It's weird. This is clearly a flashback, and he was sort of a different character in the first season. He's very much alone. He didn't have any family. Like we know about his all of his relationships, and if this is canon, then I think it raises some problems for the first season, which is, I mean, the best season of television I've seen from Marvel.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool to see blood and everything, but like that's not enough really for me.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid.
Get your nice white tuxedo all bloody. Okay, here we go.
So that's the
Oh, she's on it. What? What? Hang on. Hang on. What is this?
that's not Daredevil.
Okay, so what were we just watching? Is this like is
How
it
do
cut
we
to a different
go?
scene? Is she wearing a
That
different
unless
costume too?
Dude, I don't know, man. That doesn't make any sense. Unless, like, wherever that video was found, maybe it was cutting, like, different fight scenes together, and it wasn't the actual episode. That could be an explanation. But, dude, if that's the actual episode, dude, there's no way. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way it's cut like that. I don't think it is.
Hmm. Well, we know they cut it from 6 episodes to 5. Like they tried to make this as mercifully short as possible.
Yeah.
So
You have so much.
okay, so yeah, wait a second. So she's also got the leg. That probably screws up a whole bunch of our fight analysis as well, doesn't it? With the kicks and stuff.
Mm, that could be why her leg survived that one thing.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to remember which leg was that. Was that her left or right? And that can't be the same one that she delivered the kick with, right?
I don't know. I mean, there's some people that have, conditions like this that they train pretty hard and they make up for everything with the amount of training that they do.
Okay. So maybe this
So
salvages some aspects.
it's not unheard of if she trains hard. She can like kick well.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how the whole knee like with the one kick you were talking about, the Hawkeye kick. She couldn't pull
Oh,
that off with
like
this
the
leg, could she?
all round.
Yeah.
Uh, so I'm gonna need to see if what's going on with her knee, and I'm also gonna need to know like is that is that like tech where she can still like sort of move her leg?
Mm-hmm.
Because if so, I mean, it, I'm gonna get super technical here, and it's this is some crap that in the long scheme of things does not matter. But dude, if she pointed her toes during that kick, she pointed her foot during that kick, that doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense.
Yeah. Okay.
I know no one's gonna care about that, but I'm gonna notice that.
I
now.
kind of do. I'm interested to hear.
Yeah.
Um,
So basically, when you do a round kick, generally, let's say this is like your foot, okay? Instead of kicking like this,
mhm.
kick like this and you hit with like the top part of your foot. If that's I don't know how if that's not robotic, I don't
Right.
understand how she points her foot there.
Okay.
Unless she doesn't. If she doesn't, it's fine.
It'd be
But I'm
interesting to
curious.
rewatch the fight scene with the perspective that her right leg is not
I have so much
organic.
pain in you.
My scene over here.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm gonna look at it on my screen over here and see if I can figure it out. You keep watching.
So much
Okay.
pain.
Apparently, according to the leaks, a large part of this show is sort of trying to connect to indigenous, sort of Native American roots, and that's what a lot of this show is going to be about. Which,
Okay.
you know, I'm speaking from my perspective, I'm really not interested in that for this show, but they could make it good hypothetically.
I just checked the part that I had issue with like getting hit in the leg. That was her right leg, so that clears that up.
Mm-hmm.
She does not point her foot. W.
So which foot is she
Makes
kicking
sense.
with? Is that the
She's doing it with her right, but so I'm assuming that is like below the knee down,
okay?
unless it's at the knee down. I will. You could probably still do it with the knee down. If as long as she still can like move her knee, then it makes sense.
And yeah.
My
So
thing that
much
was
pain
like,
in
if
you.
she was pointing her foot forward like this, that would have made no sense whatsoever.
Right.
But that's like me being like really freaking picky. Like your average viewer will not notice that at all.
Well, I mean, I'm interested in that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
So much rage
yeah,
that you can't contain it.
okay. Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
So
Yo,
yeah,
can we show that on our channel?
I actually, well, I mean, it's on YouTube. No age.
Probably fine.
So yeah, lots of indigenous stuff apparently with this. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if you have a perspective on that, but apparently a lot of this really is going to be her connecting with her ancestors and that kind of thing.
I mean, that's cool. And I'm sure that there's some people that that'll mean a lot for them. As long as it's not like this isn't like a messaging thing. If they're just trying to like do something cool with their character, then like awesome, go for it. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, it's not like I like it or dislike it. I'm just like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
I don't know.
sure.
I'm neutral.
I mean, the world building of the MCU is absolutely screwed, right? So, like, if they did bring in like ancestors' spirits, it's like, what is that compared to Thor: Love and Thunder's absolute world-crushing like realm of gods, and then you have Moon Knight, where apparently all of the you know Egyptian gods are real. There's yeah. What's one more?
You and I
I like the chair, the chair kick there. If she actually does have powers, like that
are the
makes
same.
sense.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
who's the monster?
He's back.
we'll be here to watch it. It's coming out in a week. You'll have to give us a couple days because we'll be on vacation and we'll have to binge it or whatever. We'll review it. But I've really not got a lot of hope for this one. Where would you? Okay, what would
Yeah.
you put it with all the different Marvel shows that we've gotten? What do you think it will be better than and worse than?
I think it will be better than She-Hulk and Secret Invasion. Yeah.
And that's it.
Oh, I think it's got a chance to be better than Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
What about Moon Knight?
No, I'm gonna say no on that one.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. Well,
I mean, it
what's
might
the
be.
yeah? What's the next? Can you look up what the next MCU TV show that's gonna come out is? Because What If season 2 is coming
Yeah.
out right now, from what I understand.
Apparently, it's good. I haven't checked it out. Maybe I will.
My dad has good things to say about it, so I might. I might.
I know there's a lot of Captain Carter in it.
Yeah, which like, no thanks. I'm good. I mean, I like Haley Atwell, and she's got a lot of. She's actually probably like the most consistent person to be in MCU projects, but
hmm I think, like, with Captain Carter, I don't have a problem with Captain Carter. It's just like that's not a character that I care too much about,
yeah.
if that makes sense.
Dude, I think Haley Atwell has been in more TV shows and movies than anyone. Because if you think about it,
Yeah.
she was in Captain America: The First Avenger, Winter Soldier. I don't think she was in Civil War, but she was in Endgame. She was in Ant-Man. She was in Agents of Shields and Agent Carter and What If. Okay, so maybe not all of them, but I
Dude,
think I'm missing a couple.
okay. So there's a lot of stuff coming out. Hold on.
Like this
Um,
next year for the MCU TV shows?
Not a lot of live action, but they're doing a lot of animated stuff.
Oh, that's right. They're doing the Spider-Man
Yeah,
show, right?
Spider-Man freshman year.
Okay.
So we get Agatha, we get Echo, we get Agatha Darkhold Diaries, X-Men 97. I know there's actually a lot of hype on X-Men 97, especially with like who the creators are and things that they've said. So I'll probably watch that because it sounds fun.
Okay.
Um, you got Spider-Man freshman year. I think there's supposed to be a 4-episode Marvel Zombies series, but
Oh,
that
that's right.
hasn't.
That really got canned. So we're actually
There's gonna
getting
be a
Agatha
Black
this year.
Panther. They're gonna do a Black Panther thing. Yeah, they're doing that.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, they're gonna do some Black Panther show as well. That's animated.
Okay. Well, was there anything else we
I
wanted
would
to put up while we
say,
had watched together up?
um, I don't have anything I want to put on watch together. I do have something I want to talk about regarding Star Wars that I think is kind of big.
All right. All right.
So,
Yes, go for it. I will.
okay. I wonder if I can pull up the actual like Variety article.
Go ahead and tell us what you got.
So the director for the Ray movie made some comments today.
The Oh, that's right. They got a female
Yeah.
director. The first female director of a Star Wars movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
So she said, "Bro, hold on. Let me find the actual post just so I'm not like saying random stuff."
Yeah.
We're in 2024 now, and it's about time that we had a woman come forward to shape a story in a galaxy far, far away," said Charmaine Obaid-Chinoy. I probably just butchered her name.
Oh
I'm really
no.
sorry. I'm
You're
bad
a
with
racism.
dude, I'm a horrible person now. Um, who will direct a Star Wars film starring Daisy Ridley's Rey Skywalker.
Beautiful.
So Twitter loved this,
They
and there was a
yeah.
lot of really coming together in unity to just support this next movie. And when I
Yeah.
say support, I mean absolutely crap on it all over Twitter. Yeah, so this didn't set well with a lot of fans because a lot of them are, including myself, are pretty scarred from the sequels
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of the crap that happened there. I want to get this out of the way now. I do not have a problem with female characters. I do have a problem
With
with
female
a
directors.
character.
Oh.
Shut up. I do have a problem with characters that are not written well. Ray is not written well. If you want to come on here and debate me about it, I would love to. I will debate anybody about like how
I'll
Ray is an
moderate
awful
impartially.
character.
Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of, and there were comments made afterward, and there's a lot of arguments on Twitter saying like, "Oh, if you don't like Ray, you're sexist," and most people don't like her just because she's poorly written.
Naturally.
And so a lot of that spilled over into a lot of other Star Wars content that came out. I think Kenobi is a big example of that with Reva.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and no hate to the actresses whatsoever. I don't like the people that put a bunch of hate for them and like make all this crap against like the actual person themselves. Like that's
Yeah.
messed up. I
It's
don't think you should do
unnecessary.
that. Yeah, definitely. My issue would just be like with the character and the writing specifically. I didn't think Reva was a great character, and I think the show almost felt like it was more about her than Kenobi. Which, okay, if they want to make like a separate show about an Inquisitor, I mean, dude, go for it. But Kenobi show should be about Kenobi at the end of the day. So that being said, Star Wars has had a lot of roughs and a lot of ups and downs. And these comments didn't help things. And yeah, I'm going to be honest. I wasn't even that excited for this movie. I'm a lot less excited for it because anytime we've seen that sort of energy uh, surrounding a project in Star Wars, it usually doesn't go too well.
Well,
So,
from what I
yeah.
understand, there have been plenty of female directors that have directed episodes of TV shows on Disney Plus, right? So
Hmm.
yeah, I was listening to a stream today that was making the point that when you make comments like this, that it's about time, a female voice is brought to tell part of the Star Wars story. It is minimizing all of the other female directors who have put a lot of time, work, and effort into creating Star Wars content. Um,
Yeah.
I mean,
Deborah Chow made one of the best episodes of The Mandalorian in season 1. Like,
right.
why don't we talk about that?
It's really not probably about the announcement itself. It's just it's strange that they're still playing sort of the identity politics game after it's I mean, there's been a lot of fan backlash against those kinds of comments in the past. So it's kind of odd to see them
Mhm.
still bringing it out, but who knows? Maybe it'll be, I mean, the issue is really if they're
Yeah,
telling a good story, isn't it?
it is. I don't know how to feel about all this because I really want Star Wars to go in a good direction, and dude, a Rey movie is just gonna divide the fandom even more. I mean, a lot of these shows though, um, they have been becoming more and more divisive.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Kenobi was pretty divisive. And then basically every show after Kenobi, I would argue that they were all divisive
Yeah.
because you have all this built up from like sequels first major mistake. Um Book of Boba Fett wasn't great, but people still went and watched Kenobi, and then Kenobi really caused some issues. And then just dude, every show after that, it's just like these everyone's on Twitter arguing, no one's happy. Then that partially is it's Luke well, it's not partially. It's Lucasfilm's fault for making all this like mediocre and divisive content.
Sure.
So I don't think the Rey movie will help the situation.
I mean, that's the thing, right? If the Ray movie is really good, like a 9 out of 10, or even, let's be honest, a 7 out of 10, it will bring people together. But I don't think anyone in the Star Wars fan base trusts them to make a good movie anymore.
So I've heard that a theory, and this might be one of the few things that could get me out to the theater, is in Ahsoka they were kind of setting up and hinting at Abeloth, and there's a theory that Abeloth actually wouldn't be the villain in like Ahsoka season 2 or whatever, but Abeloth would be like kind of set up for down the road for the Rey movie, which would be cool-ish. The more I think about it, though, Abeloth, I would more like to see her and Ahsoka clash, mainly because for those of you that don't know, Abeloth is an EU character, and she was really related to the Mortis gods, and they had a whole long storyline. She used to like serve the Mortis gods, and Ahsoka is the only character alive that we know of that has actually met the Mortis gods, and obviously she has the power from the daughter put inside of her. So I think I would prefer to see that dynamic a lot more than sticking Abeloth in the Rey movie, but they could make it cool. I think Abeloth would be a fun villain to see on the big screen. She's super like overpowered. So that might help if they do it right. Uh Other than that, dude, I don't know. There were theories that they were gonna resurrect Ben Solo. Adam Driver said no, that's not gonna happen. But dude, actors say stuff that they have to, so I'm not gonna straight up go out and just like take him at his word because Andrew Garfield said that he would never go back, that he wasn't playing Spider-Man. We all saw that. Hayden Christensen was just like, "Oh, I'm not in Ahsoka," and we all saw what happened there. So we'll see. I think bringing Ben Solo back would help because a lot of people really like Kylo Ren and they really like Adam Driver's acting in the sequels, and he kind of carries a lot of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess
Although
we'll
obviously
see what happens.
there's been a lot of reports recently of Adam Driver not being happy with the different paths the sequels went down. So I'd say out of
This is
all of the
true.
different actors, he's probably the least likely to come back as far as like
Well,
unless they
I
paid him a
would
lot of
say
money.
out of all the different actors, I would have said John Boyega is the least likely to come back because he was the one that he was pretty vocal about things that he didn't like, but apparently he is coming back for it. And that surprised me like a lot.
Oscar Isaac was also very
So,
vocal about that, wasn't he?
mhm. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know how to feel, man. It's unfortunate that out of the 3 Star Wars movies that they announced, this is the first one they're releasing. The other 2 have a lot more likelihood of bringing the fan base together. You got like The Dawn of the Jedi and Heir to the Empire. Assuming that they're good, those could bring a lot more people together. Bro, a Rey movie,
It's insane.
it's not the play,
It's
bro.
been 4 years since they last came out with a Star Wars movie, and I mean, when Disney first acquired Star Wars, they were announcing a whole bunch of projects, and now it's really gone nowhere, which is sad, I guess.
It really
They
is.
haven't
Because I
been
think
making money.
at the end of the day, like Star Wars movies are like they're just so much fun. It's so much fun going to the theater to see them. Even like the sequels, I didn't like them, but I still had a good experience going with my family and my aunt and uncle, and we would all go and see the new Star Wars movie, and it's like this. It's this big deal. So it would be cool if they could like. It's cool that they want to get back into movies. It's just like, bro, make them good.
Hmm.
Don't divide your fan base anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at on that. All
So
that.
that's
that
Marvel
stuff.
and Star Wars for you. They're all
Mhm.
doggy paddling. They're trying to stay afloat, losing lots of money, which is too bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope we can do some more choreography breakdowns in the future because I thought that was fun. But for now, I think that's where we'll leave you. So we won't be on for probably the next week or so because we've got various things we're gonna be doing. But we'll be back.
Yeah. We will see y'all. Happy New Year, by the
Yeah,
way.
Happy New Year.
We are in 2024.
It's about time.
Um yeah.
Hopefully this year will be um everything we hoped it will. Dude, it's an election year
Yeah.
that I'm gonna go insane. We
Dude,
haven't had one of those
are
in
you
ages.
ready? Dude, are you ready to cover The Boys season 4 during an election year when they make
Uh,
political jokes in that show?
I don't know if I want to do that.
Bro, that's gonna be so much fun. I'm sure
Oh
everyone is gonna
man.
get along during
I'm
that.
all right. Well, be nice to everyone, guys. Goodbye.
Yeah. See ya.